Uh, Dear friends, this is Professor Haider speaking from Takhar City, Takhar province, and our nursery project, fruit nursery project, related to agricultural rehabilitation of Afghanistan, or ARA. We have established this fruit nursery project in October 1991, and the area of this project is around 30 trips. We have 1 million fruit trees over here, and this is the present feature of this nursery. As you observe, most of these fruit trees are ready for distribution. Later on you will see how they have grown vigorously, and how their height are above the height of a person. Every fruit tree is ready for transplantation, and it needs much budget and expenses for transplantation. We are here to present to you the present feature of this project, and you will know that we have 370,000 walnuts, different kinds of walnuts. All of them are early maturing variety. They are producing fruit trees after the second year of plantation. There are so many kinds of peaches planted in this project. All of them are grafted from superior varieties of peaches, and we have pear trees over here. Different superior varieties of pears found in Afghanistan was grafted in these fruit trees. You can see these apple trees are very, very beautiful. They are vigorously growing, they are healthy. All agricultural operations are performed in the proper time. You see, this is the second year of their growth. They are very, very healthy, thick, high, and ready for transplantation. If we wait one more year, then our problem will increase. If you take a look to these hilly mountains around Takhar City, you will find it that all of them are suitable for pistachio plantation. We are hoping that we should establish a pistachio project in the near future over here, if the budget is supplied to us. These are beautiful young apple groups. They are being grafted nowadays. There are more than 70,000 of these small apples, until the end of September. They are grafted in August 1992. Each one is around 3 meters in height. There is no apple tree that is not suitable for transplantation. Looking for the features, you can understand yourself that each one is ready for transplantation. They have grown very huge, and we don't need to keep them in the project for 1 more year. Trees, all of them are grafted from very superior varieties of pears found in Takhar, Orsach, and Andarab. There are some varieties from Takhar city. They are grafted over here. If you remember, you saw some of these samples of these pears in the ARA advisory seminar we presented in 15th October 1992 in Peshawar city. As I have explained to you so many times that many organizations in Peshawar do not believe us that we can produce this many number of fruit trees. But you can see physically yourself that these are densely populated, but they are grafted by ARA employees. They are successfully grown. All of them are healthy, naturally grown. There is no problem seen. You can imagine yourself. Beautiful color, vigorous growth, healthy. Fertilizer is supplied for them in proper time. Irrigated, cultivated. And we have more than 30,000 such pears. I'm sure no other organization in Peshawar will be able to present to you documentarily that such an activity is performable in Afghanistan. All of them say that this is not possible. But you see, we prove to you this is possible. This is an underdeveloped country, but we are able to produce millions of fruit trees. They are of excellent quality. All of them can be grafted, even though we have very limited possibilities, but still you can see how these are done. All of them are grafted 100%.
اونا پیمان جوزه ایشی. ببری جوزه. رنگی دوسر. خیلی سیبی نوکی بلخیست. این اید است. الخید درختش دباب ذخیره کمتر بوده. راسته. این میده برگاهی که داره. اون نوکای بلخیسته.
این نوک بلخیسته.
این اون میده.
این نیست نوک بلخیسته.
او با ایشان میامی دیگه اصلا. اون اون بطور نگوشی. این امو.
اون نیست. این نوک تابستانی است و فرانسوی یا آمریکایی است.
فهمید؟
شما از کجا آوردین؟ این تابستانی
از باغ ذخیره آورد.
فرانسوی است این.
اونم میوهش همیالی میتونی که ببینید.
نرم میوه.
باغ ذخیره. نرم نیست.
نیست؟
نیست نرم
نیست. خب هرچی از نوک خارجی است، نوک چی نیست.
خارجی است.
خوبش است. These are apples grafted from yellow delicious.
Yellow and golden.
There are too many varieties of apples that were imported by King Zahir Shah, and they are propagated in Afghanistan. They are yellow delicious, golden delicious, red delicious, so many other varieties, I don't remember them now. يعني فرقرورا كوستيكو ومدري.
One perspective.
These are some of our active workers. They have finished their job at 4 o'clock. They are leaving for their houses. This group of people are busy grafting fruit trees. They are very good experts nowadays. One of the main positive effects of our projects is that every year there are maybe hundreds of people are trained in grafting process of fruit trees. In the future, they will be very, very successful fruit tree experts. These are our peach trees. We have planted seeds. On the first year they are grafted. You see they have grown very, very huge. Now this one is very, very tall, ready for distribution. If it is left for another year, then it becomes very thick, that maybe it will not prove positive after transplantation. All of them are grafted from very excellent kind of peaches found in Afghanistan. Particularly one is disc-shaped peach. It's quite rare in the world, but it is found in Afghanistan. It's very sweet, small stone, fleshy, good odor, beautiful color. Everybody likes it. We have too many, maybe more than 50,000 disc-shaped peach in this project. But we have many, many superior varieties of peaches in our country, superior than any kind of peaches in the world.
این شفتالوی همون سفیدی.
Now you can see this peach tree, how huge it has grown. You see, it's very, very tall, maybe 3 meters in height. It's very thick, maybe around 20 centimeters in diameter. There are so many peaches like this. Now we have to transplant these peaches into the farmer orchard. We need budget, we need money for transplantation, for transportation. Plums are grafted in this. They are grafted in May. Now you see, they are this much. In October, they will be this much height, like this. It will be ready for distribution and transplantation. Let me speak somewhat about the price of these things. Each fruit tree you see here, if it is grafted, it costs at least 3,000 Afghanis or $3 per tree. We have 1 million tree over here. 1 million tree costs $3 million, at least $3 million. their own institutions in Peshawar, they have spent $1 billion for, in particularly Swedish Committee and UNDP. But what is the consequence? Do they have any proof like us? We have 1 million tree, you can see here. Do they have 1 million tree? Do they have something? Swedish Committee has spent more than $1,000 million, but still they do not have enough supply of wheat seed or corn seed to distribute to the farmers. Still they are bringing from the United States and giving to the people. Just they are paying money for nothing. But we are not international committee, we are an indigenous Afghani committee. This is our accomplishment. Would you imagine it is very little? For sure you will say that it's very gigantic, but you do not appreciate it. For sure, we can tell you everybody is not able to manage a nursery project. There are too many people, they have tried, they have spent $1 million, but they are not successful. There is no organization in Afghanistan capable of managing such huge projects, except ARA. This is one block of almonds, you see. We have more than 300,000 almonds over here. All of them are grafted from the excellent quality of almonds found in Afghanistan. Almonds are very, very costly and precious dried fruit in Afghanistan, and its commercial value is very, very high. Each year, Afghanistan is exporting more than 1,000 tons of almonds to the other countries, and it is an excellent cash crop in Afghanistan. 107 kilo of Satarbai almond costs 60,000 Afghanis in Afghanistan. After 10 years, each one of these trees will be producing 4 seeds, or $240 per tree. Now we have at least 350,000 almond trees here. How can you imagine? 240 times 350. These many fruit trees we have produced in Afghanistan, if it is managed, it is transplanted properly, after 10 years, they will be able to produce around $800 million for Afghanistan. This is the only field or the only practice life-giving to the people of Afghanistan. For multiplication, with multiplication or propagation of wheat or corn, one will never be able to develop Afghanistan or rehabilitate Afghanistan. These are apricot fruit trees. Their seeds were planted last October. They are under grafting nowadays. They will be ready for distribution, I think most probably next year. They are very, very beautiful vigorously growing, and they do not show shortage of irrigation water, of nutrients. It seems that fertilizer is supplied to them. Any agricultural operation is done on the proper time. You can judge how is their condition.
This is 1 year plant.
No, not 1 year plant. After germination, this is the 5th month of growth. 5th month. He has MS in the field of agriculture. He is very good expert in horticulture. He is working over here. This guy you see is Dr. Imaduddin Burhani, PhD in agronomy. He is working with me in Peshawar. Presently, he is advising the project employees. That guy is Abdul Salam Shakir. He is very good expert in extension and technical works in agriculture. He is very, very actively working. Believe me, if we take another project, it is 100 units of land. These people will carry out the responsibilities very, very successfully. I trust them very much. I am very happy from them. But unfortunately, due to the unfaithfulness of Arkan and the lack of budget, I have paid them very less, even 1/4 of their salary. But still, they are working with me. They are very excellent people, benevolent people, mujahid people working for Afghanistan.
Thank you.
Very prominent. He is expert in forestry. He is very good expert in grafting. He is the specialist. He is training more than 100 farmers in grafting nowadays. He is very, very successful man. This is the length of 1 meter in a row. How can you imagine how many fruit tree will be in a meter? This is almond nursery. And I count for you one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We have 19 almond trees per meter. There is 60 or 70 centimeters between two rows. We have at least 32 fruit trees per square meter. Then we are producing around 64,000 almonds per jeep. This is something not imaginary. We proved it physically for you. Most people cannot believe. Since they have not worked, they don't know, they do not believe. These apricot trees you see, they are not cut. All of them are grafted last year. This year they are ready for distribution. These ones you see here, they are cut now. You see these branches, they are grown from the grafted bud this year. Now this grafted bud has grown this much, maybe 20 centimeter height. After 2 months it will become 1 meter or 1 meter 50 centimeters. It will be ready for distribution afterwards. All these buds are grafted this year. The buds have germinated, they are successful. They will be ready for distribution this year. And next year we will have more than 20,000 this apricot tree ready for distribution this fall or the month of October. All of these fruit trees you see, they are cut from the middle, they are grafted. These are branches, they have germinated from the grafted bud. Now this is the fruit tree, this was the wild one. And we have changed wild to excellent type tree through grafting. This is the mechanism of our activity. We will never distribute wild trees to the people. We distribute these improved varieties or excellent varieties for the people. Each tree we have produced here, these ones, these apricot trees, that will cost at least 3,000 Afghanis in Takhar province. For sure, I guarantee this Takhar project will have at least $4 million income. But we need to transplant and to make it effective. Otherwise, these $4 million will become something like nothing.
İnşallah.
These are apricot trees ready for grafting. They are large enough to be budded. The apricot seeds were planted in October 1992. In April, the apricot seeds germinated from the soil. Now this is just the first month of their growth after germination. And they are very healthy, vigorously growing, and the field is very clean. It seems all agricultural employees have been active. They have removed weeds, and they have not let that irrigation water to be spent by weeds. There is much struggle against weeds in this project.
Io buonista ne c'è, ma come Sami, Zunistan serisi was
of apple seeds. Most of them are ready for grafting now, but I have reported to many institutions that we have a small supply of apples. But as I see now, we have more than 100,000 apples just in our Takhar project. How densely populated they are.
باغون اینجا بود چی شده بود؟ بکن سیلی برو خانه
These are plums. They are very excellent varieties. Most of them are imported from Italy, United States, and Formosa in the 1960s. They are very, very large size. Most of them are red in color. Few of them are yellow color, but they have too much customers. They are very excellent. Too many people want them. We have more than 50,000 from such plants. Most of them are ready for distribution this fall or October 1993. Each plum tree costs around 3,000 Afghanis. Most of peach trees are grafted with plums. Rows of peaches. These are peach stones buried under the soil in October 1992. They germinated in April. Now they are large enough. They are ready for budding and grafting. And they will be grafted from these excellent quality plants and peaches already found in our project. Nowadays we don't need to go to other places for procuring or securing soil for grafting. Soil is ready in our project. These trees over here, they have too much soil. We take back from our already grafted trees. Then plant it at the top of the soil. Our walnut section. The constituent of the project, we have 370,000 walnuts, and you see how huge they are grown, and each one is more than 2 meters. Most of them are 3 meters or even 5 meters. Now it has maximum size for transplantation. If we wait longer, we leave them for the next year, then we cannot transplant it properly. Most of them will fail, and we will face much loss. It will be greatest loss to the people of Afghanistan. Each walnut tree costs at least 2,000 Afghanis in Takhar province. They are very early maturing. They produce fruit in the first year of transplantation. There are many trees in this project. They have fruit now. Most of them are Russian, American. This is the local type. Some of them are local types, but they are very excellent varieties. And since they are early maturing, they produce fruit in the first and second year of transplantation. Most people are happy and to plant these walnuts. And we have received too many requests from people, and even from Badakhshan province. to plant these walnuts in their fields. From the comparison of the height between two heights of Professor Haider and walnuts, you will understand how elevated these walnuts are. I am 1 meter and 68 centimeters. Now these walnuts are at least 1 meter or to 150 centimeters above my head. They are very densely spaced. Maybe at least 15,000 orchards will be developed from this transplantation of these. This is an irrigation ditch separating two plots of walnuts. You see how tall they have grown. From here you can compare. How beautiful it looks. One likes to sleep here during the day. It's full of shadows, it's very cold. Wind is blowing, this in the tunnel. It looks very beautiful. And you can imagine from this you can compare how much is the height of each walnut. This is a taller tree. You see it is 2 meters above my head. It means it is 3 meters and 70 centimeters. Trees. Size is not measured just by height, also by the diameter or circumference of the trunk. You see, this is very, very large. By the next year, it will become double this much. It will not be transplanted. It becomes very heavy. Each one will weigh maybe 15 to 20 kilos. Then who can transport it from here? Very large. This tree will weigh at least 7 kilos during transplantation when we transplant it. And we have 3 more months that it grows. Maybe the size will double. Still we are worrying about. Now if we wait longer, well, how can you imagine what will be the size of this one? It grows so huge that nobody can dig it out, and transplantation will become very difficult. Transportation, we will pay double the amount of the double the cost of this fruit tree for transportation. This is what we are worrying about. We want Afghanistan loving people to contribute to us so that we can quickly remove these fruit trees and transplant it to farmers' orchards. There are too many people in Peshawar, just they are looking for wheat and corn. They say corn and wheat is the only crops that will save the life of people of Afghanistan, but they are absolutely wrong. So far, people of Afghanistan have not felt starvation due to wheat or corn, but they need money for reconstruction of houses, reconstruction of roads, and for schools, anything. All of them requires budget. These budgets cannot come through cereal crop. Just it can come through this fruit trees and fruit production in Afghanistan. There are too many fruits markets in the world that they are fond of Afghanistan fruits, particularly walnuts. Each year, more than 1,000 tons of walnuts are being exported to other countries from Afghanistan, particularly from Badakhshan. This is very, very important exporting commodity from Afghanistan. But why we should not appreciate these fruit trees we have produced over here? We have more than 400,000 walnuts in our projects. Maybe more than 400,000 walnuts. Each one, now people are asking us that we should sell them. But these are very huge number. We cannot sell them to the people. Many people do not have money for transplantation. They have lost anything during the war. Especially in Peshawar, but their achievement is very, very negligible comparing to achievements of ARA, or Agricultural Rehabilitation of Afghanistan. We have done too much, but it is not appreciated. The famous variety of apricot found in Andarab, we have so many times called it Sardar Nabijani apricot. This is very, very delicious, very fast growing, early maturing. It ripens in May. It's very delicious, very sweet. It contains 42% glucose. It is superior to all apricot varieties in the world. We have analyzed this fruit in Tarnab research station in Pakistan. Everybody marvel in such high glucose content of this apricot. But we have brought around 200 such fruit trees and we have planted here. We use it as a stock. We will graft other fruit trees, other apricots from this Southern Nabijani apricot. Mr. Abdul Qayyum Fadar, he is the director of this project. He is very excellent man, heavily worker. Always he has keen interest in working in the project. He is very strict in principle. I am proud of him.
Thank you.
He looks very old, but anyway, he is very, very active. تکلیف و زحمت و عرق‌ریزی همگیتان بسیار تشکر. بسیار خوب زحمت کشیدین، بسیار ما از این چیزان خوش هستم. تنها در خدمت پیان توجه کنیم که چیزی یعنی ثواب 30 نفر اقل بار. نه سیب نه پیان بار نه، این وقتی است که از دست می‌دهیم. از دست رفت با سال بازی وقت نخواهد. یعنی ما روزگار ما نیک ده این یال خیر شد. اینجا فوری در جای چیزی دیگه کشیدیم. با سال بازی وقت رفتیم. یعنی پول کار بگیریم دیگه یعنی ریال پیوندی باشه نه وعده کردیم اعلان کردیم که پلن تو وعده است شکیب جان میری میخوری خربوزه میخوری چهار داره دوره دیگه آرام میشه دیگه
لاری رو بگی لاری ترک پرون دیگه بار میکنه
We are in our grape nursery project established in October 1991, and we have come here to prepare a film to show you the present feature of this project. As you see, this is a huge project. How magnificent it looks. You see, we have at least 1 million grapevines over here. The size of each grapevine is more than 2 meters, almost 3 meters. You see, this needs to be transplanted this year. If we leave it for another year, then the size will become so large that its transportation will become very difficult. Maybe it gets infested with some diseases and pests. The danger of infestation with diseases are great, since the number of leaves and the vegetative growth of these grapevines increases so much that they will get disease, or their transplantation or work in this field will become very difficult. You see, they are woven in each other. It is difficult to separate them from each other. There are furrows over here, but no furrow can be seen since they have made extensive growth, and they are binding or weaving to each other. Then their separation becomes difficult. And we have around 1 million grapevines. For sure, this year it must be transplanted. We cannot do it for another year. And you see the feature of this project, how beautiful they are. There is no signs of nutrient deficiency or any malmanipulation. You see, all agricultural practices are done on time. And this is you and the project. You will see the present picture. For larger plantation. Transplantation as a bind to each farmer, then maybe they are not able to support themselves, and they cannot hire labor. Then they transplant it in untechnical manner. Those benefits we expect from this project, the goal will not be achieved. And you know the historical importance of grapes in Afghanistan. You see, these raisins are made from grapes, and each year maybe more than 1,000 tons of grapes were exported to foreign countries. It was a very, very important cash generating commodity in Afghanistan, and the history of Afghanistan has been very important for the build-up of the economy of the country, and in particular during the war with Russia. This played major role, since these Panjshir people and other people in Afghanistan, they fled into mountains due to the bombardment of Russians. The only thing a person was able to carry with themselves was raisins and mulberries, and powder form of mulberries. These two plants are very close friends to Afghanistan people. They have helped them during the very, very severe bad days, particularly those days that Russians were making heavy bombardments over the villages. They are very, very important life-saving crops. That's why we switched to production of grapevines and mulberries and distribution to these people. We are hoping if we distribute these to the farmers, we will be able to farm hopefully more than 10,000 orchards in Parwan, Kapisan, and Kabul provinces. And you see how beautiful this project looks. Each grapevine has grown more than 3 meters, at least 2 meters each one have grown. This is the proper time that we should not wait, and we start transplantation of these fruit trees. And if we wait longer, then the size increases to too much, that their transplantation, transportation, and all manipulation becomes very, very difficult. And we are looking for human-loving people of the world. They have contributed to the Mujahid forces during the 14 years of war. Now it is an important time for the reconstruction process of Afghanistan. And I want the attention of everybody to cooperate ARA. You see, ARA is the only organization that have played major role in reconstruction process of Afghanistan. You see these projects we have built, and this is if they want to import these many fruit trees from outside. Maybe they require more than $1,000 million. But we have provided these things for very, very cheap. Arkan made contract with us for reconstruction, but they were unfaithful. Unfortunately, they paid just for 6 months. After that, they fled. They closed their office. Now we are helpless. I am very, very sorry that I am in debt. I have borrowed more than 100 million Afghanis and more than 3 million rupees from other people, and I have to continue the work. But I have to answer for the people. I have to pay for them, and I need the help of human loving of the people, human loving people of other countries. They are contributing people of Afghanistan, and we are in severe need of help. I strongly hope that you make greatest contribution with ARA to transplant these fruit trees. And otherwise, you see, we have grudged money for, we have provided 4,400,000 fruit trees now. If you don't contribute to us, then you see what will happen. These fruit trees will dry out and they will remain in the field. And that's great loss to the people of Afghanistan. I hope everybody shows his patience to us so that we can transplant and contribute to the people of Afghanistan. And afterwards, a huge job will be accomplished that all the people of Afghanistan will never forget your aids. This is the row of cuttings that they had planted in each 3 to 4 centimeter. One cutting was planted. In 1 meter, at least 20 to 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. At least 12 grape cuttings were planted. You see, each one have grown to a very considerable large size. Now, this is the time everybody likes it to be transplanted, you see. And by the time it is transplanted, then there will be 2 or 3 main central vines remain, and this the remaining will be cut and will be transplanted to the farmer's orchard. You see, this is a furrow. You see, this is a furrow, and the grape cuttings are planted in the 2 sides, and this 2 rows spaced around 60 centimeters from each other, and in each jirib of land there will be more than 30,000, more than 40,000 grape cuttings planted.
You see here we have trees.
Trees?
Yes.
You see, they have reached a considerable height. Each one is more than 2 meters high. You see, this one is 2 meters and 70 centimeters. You see. This is a defined row of grapevines. You see, they've grown too much, but in the other furrows, defined grapevines had woven to each other. The furrow was completely covered by these vines. Now we have opened this furrow. You see, the grapevines are planted in rows. They are spaced from each other 3 to 5 centimeters, and clearly it can be seen. One of the shepherds, then it was bombarded by the Red Army, and the whole family was killed at once. Now from this family, nobody is living. Everybody is killed in this building. تا بان روی اولی square meter. It was planted to apricot seeds in October 1991. Apricot seeds were planted in the furrows. Now you see we have 5,000 apricots in 200 square meters. And all of them are grafted. You see, the process is 100% successful. You see, all of them, these are graftings. They were made 1 month ago. No one has failed. And you see, this is very, very successful portion of the project. And these apricots are very prominent type of apricot in Afghanistan called Amiri. It's a very large, very beautiful shape, but marginally sweet, but has high commercial value. There are great markets for it, too many markets for it in Russia, Kuwait, Abu Dhabi, Pakistan, India, everywhere. It's being transported to so many countries. It has very high commercial value, and people like it too much. And you see how successful we are. In 200 square meter, we have 5,000 apricot trees, and all of them are ready for distribution this October.
دینال تو بعضی برانتا سه یا 4 قسم برانت شدن که امکانی دیگه چرا که هر کدام یک منگیری امکان داره که یک نوع باشی دیگه این 4
خوب مفصل بگیشه این سو این برای این خطرها را بسیار نشان بده.
دیدم چایی گفتم نیست کدام توصیل بود زعیم شرایط دیدی؟
جمع کنیم یا بودی بودی رو کردیم به چی انداخته شد مولی میره چند کش مولی میره گراتش که کار میکنم میگه که
حتی این جوزا نپوچیز و از تو ذوق خود کس دوستان کار میکنم مگر به اومد بازاری
نه با خوش بیری داره
نه رو ولی یک کس بدن نمیخوره چیزی را آدم که درجه یک چیز یا سردار نویدیانی یا امیری سردار نویدیانی امیری
خود
قیسی به نام قیسی جا
داریم اما او رو بسیار مردم
در خارج داخت من نه خوش میکنم چیز ضروری که خارج کتا نبود او هم
نگاه زیب دنگورای کلان کته است به حساب داریم دو بود همراه انسکتیساید میکروسیستاک این دفعه فینگلند این میکروسیستاک با این غلط از بین ببرد
متاسف کافی نکرد.
میکروسیستاک تا چون دیگه داشته بودیم نداری دیگه غیر میکروسیستاک این مرض نیست این چیسته
حشره است.
حشره
حشره میکروسکوپیک است، دیده نمیشه. ریفت است.
این مرض دیگه نیست گفتر چی نیست فقط
This is an area of around 60 square meters. This is planted two special type of walnuts called Angrezi. You see, this is very excellent variety. On the second year, or most probably in the first year of plantation, produce walnuts, and it is high yielding. It's dwarf type. The trees will not grow so large, and everybody likes it. You see, we have around 3,000 walnuts over here, and most of them have fruit now, and you can see some of the fruit producing walnuts over here.
please come here
Second year after plantation. There are so many fruit walnuts over here. They have walnuts now. They have produced fruit this year. This is the second growing season. Last year, October, we planted. Now this year, it has walnuts. You see, this is early maturing variety. It's a very successful variety. Everybody likes it. And when the farmers planted in their orchard, then in the first year of plantation, they receive something. Then they will be very happy to plant such variety. Each walnut tree costs at least 2,000 Afghanis in Afghanistan. And maybe we supplied were very cheap for farmers. But in Takhar province, each one such variety of walnuts, they are being sold for 2,000 to 3,000 Afghanis, or $2 to $3 per tree. This is another tree that has produced fruit, walnuts, in the second year of growth. 3 walnuts and 1 tree. There are maybe 100 or 200 trees that have walnuts. It's quite strange for many people. Could you have it? مگر میبینی یک پارسل عمویی که چهارمغز تولید کرده باز همون نموش ضعیف است هیچ خوب نیست که چهارمغز تولید کنه
باز فرق کرده باشه یعنی
او کلان است کلان هم ضعیف است این بالاش بی مشهور مانه
این اصلا فهمیدی که این یک قسم خوشه ایست این سی خوشه هاش سی خوشه ایستن اکثر این چی نیست ستریت دیگر نداره
This is very small walnut tree. The height maybe 20 centimeters, but it has 2 walnuts on its top. It looks very beautiful.
See, another one. Look. از اون گلاب استفاده یک 6 دلار خریدم یک بوته خریدم دلار 6 دلار
is a beautiful view of Jabal Sarajis. As you see, mostly the population of trees are transmitted from mountains.
صدوق النمو
حاسة بجرد.
گادی خیلی بگی
گادی رو بگی، گادی خیلی بس.
اینجا بگی که مجاهد کردن
بغل شگیر
اومد.
الجوع ليس هذا طالبين بونسون
نه و
بگی که ماریو
تلویزیون خمشان خوب نه تاگه شود ما بر رادیو نگرفتیم دیگه چیز یعنی کو قریای دامنی کو نوک کورم دی بیون قریوسی بیا اضافه که در سالنگ با جوار میگیریم
میگه اونا دریا داخل میشون و لامدی گذاشتن
بلند زین رو مقبول گلاس حتما
خود میکنه اونا
عزیزه کدوم بالا خوب گرفته میشه بیم غلط کردیم ایشش از گرفتیم بالا جانا تو تیر میشیم اونجا میبره اونجا خوش میگیره بره اولش معلوم شوید بلند دیوار صخره باش یک برای یک بدبوی داره
بویش خرابه؟
والله تو گل بدبوی یک در زندگی دیده باشم سر بدبوی گل است
همون بدبوی از که دمی تو اساس مردم از خوش
اینم از اینجا میشه بگیریم بریم میتونی سال
یعنی بیام دیگه
ذائقه
Todo uma abre essa final بالتوفيق.
سلامت کنه. خدا وقتی این پایان آوردن هم سونی زیادن که سر کردن مرد ما چی می خدا گرچه پام با این معلوم نبود که تا که موتر که سه چهار مود دوره ایجا باشه مود دادم سر بار همین پهلوانه که دیم یک بچه ماست با خلا سر بگاه خیالش آمده باشه که اما هم یک من میدونم دیم غیرت سر چه خرابه؟ باب جان جوانم بود سر دیگه جوانم
برو.
Mulberry nursery, and mulberry is one of the main important root crop in Afghanistan. It is used fresh in dried form and also in powdered form. It is rich in energy and vitamins, minerals, and all foodstuffs. And before the war, the Russian invasion of Afghanistan, this was a very important crop, commercially important crop in Afghanistan. When the Russians came here, the first step they started destruction of orchards, gardens, houses, and they completely destroyed this Farwan, Papisa, and Panjshir district, and they have cut maybe more than 1 million fruit trees over these provinces. And that's why we started rehabilitation of orchards and construction of new gardens in Afghanistan. By the time we started, the situation was very, very hard. We were in Peshawar. The country was under the control of Russians. We had a very bad situation. We came through Badakhshan, Chatral. We traveled 14 days and nights on horses. We came to Jabal Sarai district. And here, in 1 kilometer from this distance, there were Russians. 1,000 tanks and helicopters was centered at the base of Dawood Mountain, near to us. But anyway, we accepted that much difficulties, but we did our job. We made these two projects for the people of Afghanistan. Now this is the mulberry nursery. You see, the first we hired this land from so many farmers. We hired cows, farmers. They made seed bed preparation. Then we planted seeds. You see how organized these rows of seeds are planted. Then they germinated into plants like this. This is the project was constructed in October 1991. Then in the March 1992, these plants they germinated from seeds. Within one season, they became large enough for grafting. This is the second year we grafted, and most of these fruit trees are grafted. Now you see this is the grafted branch that is emerged from the grafted bud. The grafted bud is brought from so many excellent varieties of mulberries. all of them grown over per 1 in copies of provinces. Actually, this is a wild plant. The fruit produced from this one, okay, it is not edible by human beings. This is edible by donkeys or by animals. But the stock is this is a root stock. We brought the bud from excellent quality mulberry. They have made a surgical operation over here. They have cut the skin, and then they have introduced the bud under the skin. They wind it up with plastic or with the skin of the mulberry itself. Then after 10 or 15 days, they have cut. They have seen if the bud is grown. Then they have cut from here. Then the bud starts emerging, and nowadays you see they have given good results. As we have counted over here, the percentage of germination of grafted bud is 100%. There is no grafted tree that is not successful. The graftings are 100% successful. Now, most of the people in Peshawar, they do not believe us. Once we invited them, we told them we have produced 4 million fruit trees in Afghanistan. Nobody believed us. They made rumors that it is impossible to graft 4 million fruit trees or to produce 4 million fruit trees within 2 years. But I came myself. You see, this is the project I show to you. And would you believe us or not? There is no reason that you would not believe us. Just as you see, these are the rows. Each row may have 2,000 mulberries. You see, this is 5 girips of land. Within this 5 girips of land, we have around 250,000 mulberry trees. We have 5 blocks. We have 5 blocks of mulberries, and you see all the blocks, all the fruit. These trees have grown very naturally. If you consider for the trees, the nature of the color of the leaves, and also the growth condition of these fruit seedlings, they show that they are very healthy. All the seeded preparation, all the growth requirements are prepared for them, very, very good conditions. And you see, nothing is wrong with them. Do you see these graftings, how beautiful color these fruit trees they have? They are very beautiful, shining, green color, no deficiency of nutrient, no deficiency of water or food, anything you see. They are very, very natural. You see, these signs, these branches, they have emerged from the grafting bud we have grafted over here. Within next month, they will be this much, maybe 1 meter high. They will be ready for distribution in coming spring, maybe it's March 1993. In March 1993, we will have at least 200,000 fruit, these mulberry trees, ready for distribution in this project. This is not joke. This is what you see. We are speaking in this project, and you see yourself how vast this project is, how many fruit trees, innumerable fruit trees exist over here, and there is no matter, nobody should say anything wrong. This is something you see, this is truth, and this is, you see directly, there are more than 500,000 mulberry trees over here. All of them are natural. Our employees are working over here, and you see the graftings have given excellent results, 100% successful, and there is nothing wrong, and there is nothing suspicious. Everybody should believe. There is nothing to be unclear. You see? As you see, these are grafted mulberries. These are grafted maybe 1 month ago. Then after 12, the first thing they do, let me explain to you. The first time the tree is like this, the first thing they do, they remove these small branches from down up to 1 or 70 centimeters from the land. Then they make the surgical operation over here. They cut the skin and then put the bud under the skins and wind it up with the skin of the same branch or with rubber tape. Then this is left for 12 days, and after 12 or 2 weeks, then they come inspect their bud. If the bud is fresh or it has enlarged or made some growth. Then they cut the tree from here, remove the top portion. They remove it. Then this hormones movement becomes downward and goes to the bud. Then bud starts to grow. Then after the second week, they cut it from downward from here. Then the plant becomes like this. You see, this is the first. After 1 month, this is the branch. After 12 days, they cut it from 1 meter or maybe 70 centimeter. After 20 days, they cut it from here. Then this branch grows. This is grafted branch, and you see it is around 30 centimeter high now. After 1 month, it may be 1 meter, and up to the end of September, it becomes around 1/2 meter to 2 meters high. Then it is ready for distribution or for transplantation. And according to what we see over here, maybe more than 400,000 trees are grafted now until this 5th of August 1993. We expect we will have at least 300,000 grafted these mulberries ready for transplantation. And by the month of October, we are ready to distribute these trees if they are very large. But people in Panjshir and other Salang, they like very large size. Since they are raising goats, sheep, they destroy these trees if they are small enough. They are very happy if we give them the second year, maybe next October. Anyway, our program, we came here that to prepare a film for you, that you see that most of people in Peshawar do not believe that these many fruit trees are one organization is capable for production of this much fruit trees, since nobody so far have been able to produce this much tree in Afghanistan. That's why they are importing from foreign countries for a large amount of money. Each apple tree is so far imported for $25 to $30 per tree. But while we are producing it in Afghanistan, the same quality of apple. And these mulberries are not found in other countries, just it is found in Afghanistan. There are very, very famous types of mulberries, and we are propagating these mulberry trees in our country. There is much demand for these trees. So many people are coming and asking for mulberry trees. And you see, these are all new graftings. They are growing. You see that the percentage of grafting successfulness is 100%. Believe me, and there is no grafted fruit tree that you see that is not positive. These block you see, this is grafted, but and the time is not elapsed. The 12 days is not passed over the grafting. That's why it is like this. You see how much powerful it is above the height of me. You see, it is around 2 meters high. Now, if we distribute it to the people, everybody accepts it, but they are not able to graft it. Grafting process is something specialized. It is very difficult. It is time consuming. It's expensive. It requires money. And grafting 500,000 fruit trees is something very, very difficult. It requires large amount of money. Now, you see how difficult it is. We have accepted that we prepared these projects, we made these projects, we are grafting. But now, for transplantation of these fruit trees, if we gave them to the people, to the farmers, straightforward as a bunch of trees, then everybody takes it. There is no doubt. But you see, they transplanted untechnically. That is something it will not prove useful. Most of the people do not have money to transplant them, since they may have to hire labor and then transplant. They are unable to supply this money. That is why we are looking for funders. We are looking for human-loving people of the world that to supply a budget for transplantation of these projects. It is not so easy to transplant these fruit trees, to distribute it, to give it to the farmers. Okay, we give it to farmers, they will not transplant it technically. They will not do something that is useful. Maybe if it is producing 5 seed of dried mulberry after 5 or 6 years. But if they plant it like that, they close together, they will not receive they will not receive sunshine and moisture, or they will not plant it on proper place, then they will not produce good fruit. That's why we are looking for a budget to transplant it technically, to follow scientific principles, and then it gives good result. After 10 to 8 years, Afghanistan will have an excellent economy after these trees reach production stage. Grafted these trees, but they are not cut so far. This is the grafting process is done around 4 or 5 days ago. Now it requires 6-7 days more that this wound will heal off. Then they come and inspect if this bud is good, green, and has enlarged in size. Then they cut it from here the first day. After a few days, then they come and cut it from here when it germinates. Then after that, this will receive much water, much nutrients, since these branches are cut. All the nutrients and water goes to this bud. It receives sunshine, and then it enlarges in size like the other ones you see here. And this is a time-consuming process. It is expensive. It requires much patience, and every organization will not be able to do so. That's why they say it's not possible to produce this much fruit trees in Afghanistan. But I show you this, we prove to you that this is possible. You see, this is possible. We do not need to consume $1 million and import fruit trees from outside, from other countries. Now many institutions are exporting very low quality apricots and peaches from Pakistan to Afghanistan, while we have very excellent varieties of pears, peaches and apricots in Afghanistan. What is the need for importing such varieties? And that's some organizations, in particular FAO, is doing these things that we don't like, since they are very poor varieties they are introducing into Afghanistan. Most of them have very dangerous diseases. Many diseases have been transferred from Pakistan to Afghanistan. But we are very careful about these matters. You see how a beautiful green color they have. They are very, very healthy. How the leaves are shining. They are very dark green. It seems that all nutrients are supplied to them. They do not feel deficiency of water, nitrogen, phosphorus, of other micronutrients, and the plants are completely healthy and ready for grafting. We are very happy from the project employees and workers, since they have done their work on time, and nothing is left. We are 100% satisfied with the result. You see, all the fruit trees, they have grown up, and the graftings are successful, and nothing is left unaccomplished. And the future of the projects are completely well. As you see, this area is rich with plenty supply of excellent quality of irrigation water. The water is very clean. It is coming from the Solang Valley. It's snow water. It is does not have any salt or contamination that is dangerous to the plants. That's why no plant shows any sign of salt injury. You see, this is the natural cooler. They bring the sign from the very far distances from some gardens, then they keep it under this mill. You see, it's very cool, and too much water is falling on it. Then the bus do not lose moisture, and will be kept as long as they want. Then from this they make use for budding. You see, this is the sound is brought from very far distance from this Khojafel village. And this is the technique they are using. How difficult it is. But you see, without any refrigerator, we are keeping these things, our cooler, we are keeping these signs very healthy and in natural condition. Simple thing. هر زمین بون شورک نخورد. این بطری دور نمیخوره اینی چی؟ نمیدونم یه باید بانی.
رئیس
آه.
اینجا قطارهای صافت نافی اینجا اونجا نفرات صافم دارن
Planned 30 minutes ago, most people do not believe that some organizations are able to produce 4 million fruit trees in 150 jeeps, or this is not possible grafting. You see, this is 1 meter in length. Within 1 meter of length, we have how many fruit trees? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We have 16 mulberry trees. They are grafted, and 14 fruit trees within 1 meter. And there are 60 centimeters between two rows. Then we have at least 32 mulberry trees in 1 square meter, more than 32 fruit trees. Now here you see all of them are grafted from these 16 mulberry trees. All of them are grafted, all of them are successful. This is from this one is from this one. This one you see positive, this is positive, this is positive, positive, positive. All of them 100% positive. There is no one that is grafted and it is not emerged or germinated. All of them are successful, and it seems that all the operations have gone positive. They have been on principle. They have followed scientific principles, and it has given very good result. We have good project director over here. He is a good expert. This is Mr. Akor. He is project director. He is very good. Told you sometimes we are very we try to be on the safe side. The number of fruit trees that we have so far in Afghanistan, I think it is more than 4 million. But anyway, to be on the safe side, I report it is 4 million or 4 million 300,000, something like this. And you can imagine from the number of fruit trees per square meter, and you see how dense they are planted and how they are grafted. You see, we have more than 600,000 mulberry trees, but we have reported 500,000. And that's good, but maybe there is possibility of loss. Maybe people, maybe somebody takes it out of order, we don't know. And some people say that budding or grafting this much fruit tree is not possible. But you see, it is 100% possible, since we have budded, we have grafted these fruit trees. This is something we have proven to you physically. This is not something that we tell you in the radio. This is TV. You see, this is, you see in the film, and it is 100% successful. They are grafted. We are able to graft millions fruit trees, and we have been facing very much difficulties. Anyway, we did our job very well. And in particular, I prepared this film for Miss Lisa and Mr. Yvonne. They are two people. They are fond of our performance in production of fruit trees in Afghanistan. That's why we come here, and I'm going to show to them that how the production of these fruit trees are possible. I'm sure most people in Peshawar tell them many wrong stories that this is not possible, but you see this is possible. This is something you see by your eyes. This is not something I tell you a story or I'm writing on the paper. Just you see physically it in the TV, and now you will be sure that I'm true. These are graftings. All of them are positive. You see, there is nothing wrong. All the fruit trees, they are cut. All of them are grafted, and 100% they are successful. Hopefully, within 2 years, we will have more than 500,000 trees ready for distribution. This year, I'm sure that we will have at least 200,000 mulberry trees ready for distribution. We will transplant it in Panjshir and other districts in Parwani copies of provinces. You see the difference. You see the difference between the budded plant and the wild plant. These are the leaves. You see, quite different from this one. You see, here it can be seen more simply. You see, this is a very different leaf from this one. This is the wild tree. This is unqualified tree. Just we have selected the rootstock, and we have budded the very excellent quality of mulberry. We have budded over here, and now we cut all these branches. We remove it, and just we leave this grafted bud, and will grow maybe at least 1 meter this year. It will become this much. Next year, hopefully, we will transplant it for the farmers. But what I feel problem is provision of budget for transplantation of these fruit trees. It requires huge amount of money, and this is not simple to distribute it. 4 million fruit trees, very difficult to transplant. If we give it to the farmers, they will not transplant it properly. Maybe they throw these fruit trees away, or they make it into fire. If we tell them to transplant it or in orderly manner, maybe they don't have money. They are very poor. The economic situation of farmers are very bad. They cannot transplant, and that's why we have to carry this burden and provide budget and transplant these fruit trees. And if we give them to transport it to their villages, they cannot transport it properly. You see, the transportation mechanism of these fruit trees are quite difficult. It requires experts, equipments, and some special tools. That is why we cannot trust farmers. Just give these fruit trees like a bunch to a farmer. What can he do from these fruit trees? He will not be able to transport it properly. Then these fruit trees wrap into each other. This skin will be removed. As soon as they plant it in the soil, then it will dry up. Then all the work will go useless, and the budget will be lost. And that's why we are looking for the human loving of the people of the wood, to contribute much to ARA, so that we can successfully transplant these fruit trees to the farmers' orchards. This is what we presented to you. This is not a joke. We have grudged many difficulties. We have done excellent job, and there are many organizations in Peshawar, working in Peshawar. Actually, they have spent millions of dollars, but their achievement is now zero. But you see, what we have 4 million fruit trees. Each one, if you take it at least $2, it becomes $8 million. We have produced $8 million in hand. We have over here, but nobody is supplying budget that we utilize this $8 million. And for sure, if somebody provides budget for us, this will be great help for the people of Afghanistan, and their contribution will be very effective and will be appreciated by the people of Afghanistan. Grafted fruit tree, and it is since the results have been positive, then they have cut the tree from here. You see, there are many 9, 10, 11, 12, but here the real bud, that is, we have cut it from the sign and put it over here. This is also positive. as long as we don't remove these wild branches. These branches, these are wild branches.
What we call suckers.
They are suckers, you see, from the wild plant. If we do not remove these things, this branch will not grow to a considerable size. That's why we have to cut these branches and remove it. This requires much labor. Then we have to hire 10 personnel each day, so that just to remove these wild branches from the tree. Otherwise, this one you see, this grafted bud is small this much, but the wild branches are like this. Then this grows. It takes all the nutrients, all water and micronutrients from the soil. This will remain this much, and the result will become negative later. That's why large number of labor is required for forwarding horticulture projects. The bud is successful. You see from the color, and you see the increasing of size of the bud, and also this is positive. But so many buds have emerged from here, so many branches. If we don't remove these wild branches, then again this will be suppressed and will not grow tall, and the result will not be good. Then the labor is required to remove these wild branches, suckers. You see, this bud should remain. The only branch should remain on the tree is this grafted bud. Then it will grow normally. This year, I'm sure this bud will be this much high, maybe around 2 meters high, and it will be ready for distribution this spring 1993. We don't worry about it. This one, you see, the grafting has not been positive. You see, the grafting is, the bud is dried. The grafting is not positive. This is failed. Then they have not cut the tree completely. The tree is normally. Now they are coming again. Then again they make a surgical operation over here. They bud it over here, and this one will take maybe 1 or 2 more weeks for grafting. You see, this is the second step.
Also, see, we cut the tape. The tape. It requires labor to cut the tape or red bark.
دیگه که نظف از باوردن مساحات افغان
Let me explain to you that people working in this project are divided into so many groups. You see, this guy has gone around 15 kilometers far from the project and have brought these signs. He has purchased these signs from the other orchards. He has brought these things. Then they remove this other group. They cut these buds from here, and then make it ready and store it, make it ready for the surgical process or budding over here. Other group remove the extra branches from the base of the plant up to 1 meter, up to grafting place. The third group, they make surgical operation and wind up with rubber tape. And at least 3 group of people are required to forward grafting process. This is not the easy process. Each day, at least 50 people are required to work in this project, and we are paying continuously for these people. It is a very, very difficult process But that is why many people says it is not possible, it is impossible to produce this much fruit trees. But you physically see that how we grudge many efforts and we forward such activities, and we have produced 4,300,000 fruit trees in Afghanistan. It is very simple for ARA, since we have too many experts. Now we are expert in this process. If we promise we produce 100 million fruit trees in Afghanistan, we are not wrong. We can produce. Since you see, we are producing 1,500,000 fruit trees over here. 1 million is grapes and 500,000 is mulberries.
He or should be.
This guy has gone very far away. You see, he has brought these soils. He has put it in this bag, this cotton bag, something like that, and he has stored it here. Then we take it out and put it in the water, and they take it out and remove these buds from the soil and put it in another plant over there. This is very difficult process. This guy has done very excellent job. He has gone to very far distance and has collected this much soil. Maybe it will provide around 2,000 or 3,000 buds for grafting 3,000 or 4,000 fruit tree. This is a very difficult process, but ARA is forwarding it very simply. But nobody appreciates it. Believe me, this UNDP, DAI, Swedish committee spent $1 billion, but what is their achievement? Now there is nothing, just reporting. That's not true. When you go to Afghanistan, you will see just ARA projects. There is nothing else. Just you see reports from Swedish committee or UNDP. They are just simply spending money for nothing, and they don't have anything physically exist. Just they show records. We have spent this much $1 million in Logar or Wardak or anything somewhere else, but the result is actually zero. Particularly the Swedish committee so far have spent maybe more than $1,000 million, but the result of their work is so far people are importing these seeds from Pakistan or from other countries. What is their achievement? When ARA says we produce 4 million fruit trees, we show you physically this is what we have produced. We have done excellent service for the people of Afghanistan. We are not tricking people. We are working for Afghanistan. Newly grafted fruit trees, just after 12 days they have cut the plant from the 20 centimeter above the ground. You see, all the buds have grown up. You see, the result of the budding is 100% successful, positive. This is positive, this one positive, positive, positive, positive, successful, successful, positive, successful, successful, successful. You see, how many we counted from here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Within 20 plants, there is no one that is failed. There is no failure. 100% successful. This is the experience of our employees, the experience of our project director, and our extension workers and other people working in the project. And this is the rate of our successfulness. And I don't know if we are fair or we are unsuccessful, then this is your judgment. You see physically, this is the accomplishment of our project workers. And the result is 100% successful. And in 1 meter, I told you, there was average was 16 plants. Here you see in 1 meter, maybe 20 or 25. You see here, if you take it 1 meter, we have more than 25, maybe something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Here, within 1 meter distance, there are 25 fruit trees. You see, they are densely populated. All of them are successful. 25 fruit trees, all of them positive. You see, all of them positive. The budding is 100% successful. In 1 meter, we have 25. If we take in 1 square meter, we have 50 fruit trees in 1 square meter. You see, in one jerry of land, there is 2,000 square meter, 50 fruit trees per square meter becomes around 100,000 fruit trees per jerry, something like that. But this is not common everywhere. This is densely populated. Other places, averages around 15 to 16, something like that. It comes around 40,000 to 50,000 mulberry trees per jerry. And it shows that our employee says their approximation that it's around 500, it's more than 500,000 fruit trees over here. By establishing such projects, just graphing these fruit trees distribution is not our single job, you see. We have trained so many experts over here. Each day, at least 50 persons are grafting or budding these fruit trees. Within 2 years, maybe we have trained more than 200 experts in budding in this Khwaja Khel village of Jabal Sarar district. This is very, very useful. Nowadays, each person is receiving too much money if they go anywhere. We have trained this much experts for the people. You see, later on when the construction process speeds up, then these people will do much work for Afghanistan. Here in this block you see around 30 gardeners are doing budding process. You see, they are simply doing budding process, and you see 25% busy just in one block. And we have so many blocks here, there, just here now they are 25% busy in budding. Each worker is responsible for conducting budding process of one row. And our project employees are controlling their performance. Each day they record and how many fruit trees they graft, and from them they will understand that which farmer is more active and more number of fruit trees are grafted by one. And the result, the farmer, when the row is identified that this row is grafted by this man, then too many fruit trees are successful, then the gardener will be appreciated either financially or his rank will be elevated, something like that. You see, each one is very good expert. While we started this project, there were few persons, maybe 5 or 10 persons in this region. But nowadays we have more than 150 people. They are grafting. This is the result of ARA activity. Each place we have gone, we have trained many people and too many experts for grafting and budding. You see, they are practicing two types of budding here. One is eye budding, the next one is tea budding. You see? What's eye budding? Some of them are practicing tea budding, and the rest are practicing eye budding. فکرتان هست که همین پندک از زیر پوست نمیکنید هیچ وقت؟
بله.
یکی آب بخیر. پوست از پیشتان زخمی نشه. صحیح؟ صحیح نه؟ آه. نه. تو باشین من نشان بدم. Science were brought as a bunch from so many gardens. Now the buds are removed, you see. What do you think? Where are these bats have gone? These bats are fixed over here. You see, here. The bat is separated from here, from this sign. It's transported over here, and it is buried under the skin and winded up by the mulberry epidermis. And you see, like bunches. Each day, they spend maybe 1,000 sign like this. They purchase it from gardens, from other people, from Karabakh, Kodaman, Charikar, Tutumdara, Jabal Saraj. Yeah. And, some people contributed freely, but most of them sell it. But ARA has to pay money for these things. Last year was planted to grass cutting, but due to the flood in the spring, this was covered completely by sediment. Then our grape section was displaced from here to another section. This is planted to almonds and peach seeds. And now, as you see, they are very, very successful. This is 2 units of land. Within 2 units of land, we have more than 100,000 peaches and almonds. And you see how beautiful they look. You see the rows, how straight they are. In each row, there are more than 1,000 fruit trees. All of them are very healthy, ready for grafting and budding. Hopefully, within the next 3 weeks, all these almonds and peaches will be grafted from very excellent varieties of peaches and plums found in this Parwan in Kabul province. We have many kinds of plums and peaches in Afghanistan. They are very superior to any kind of plums and peaches found in Pakistan and other countries. And my people are now surveying some villages in Shakardara, Guldara, Kabul, Badambagh, and Paghman, and are looking so many orchards to find excellent varieties of these varieties, and they will bring the sign and graft it to these